Welcome back to Mighty Habits, everyone.
Yeah.
Um, Today we are going to be diving into something I think we all think about,
Yeah.
secretly obsess over, right? Success.
Mm.
And not just, I'm killing it at work success, but like that whole life
Right.
fulfilling, I'm actually happy kind of success.
It's the dream, isn't it? And what better way to explore this than through the lens of someone who's seemingly cracked the code? Today we're dissecting Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Success Habits.
Okay, I'll admit the title alone is a bit extra, right? Millionaires Habits. It sounds a little bit get-rich-quick seminar,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm willing to bet there's more to it than, flashy cars and private jets.
Right.
What do you think?
I agree. I think we need to look beyond the surface.
Yeah.
What grabs me is the word habits. It suggests a system, a deliberate way of approaching life, not just a random stroke of luck. That's what's worth exploring, regardless of whether we're aiming for a 7-figure bank account or simply a more fulfilling existence.
Exactly. So for you listening, think of this deep dive as a treasure hunt. We're sifting through the ideas in Millionaire Success Habits to find those golden nuggets of wisdom that can actually help you, whatever your personal definition of success might be.
Think of it this way. We're trying to understand the mindset, the daily actions, the almost invisible choices that contribute to that larger sense of achievement. It's about taking the mystery out of success and making it something tangible, something we can all work towards.
Love that. So no magic formulas or overnight riches promised here.
Right.
Instead, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of how successful people, perhaps even those millionaires Graziosi talks about, actually operate on a daily basis.
That's where the real value lies. Anyone can dream of a luxurious lifestyle.
Totally.
But understanding the daily grind, the habits, the discipline, that's what separates those who achieve it from those who simply dream.
It's like that saying, the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately.
Right.
So are we ready to get hustling?
Yeah.
Let's unpack some of these millionaire success habits.
Let's do it. But first, I'm curious, what does success even mean to you? Is it purely financial, or is there something more to it?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's definitely more than just money, right? I think for me, it's about feeling a sense of purpose, of making a real impact.
Yeah.
And yes, having the freedom to enjoy life on my own terms.
I like that.
What about you?
For me, success is about constant growth. It's about pushing my boundaries, learning new things, and contributing something positive to the world. It's less about a destination and more about the journey of becoming a better version of myself.
I love that. And maybe that's the first millionaire habit we uncover.
Okay.
Defining success on your own terms. It's about knowing what you truly value and aligning your actions with those values.
Precisely. It's about taking control of your life's narrative rather than blindly following someone else's definition of success.
Yes.
Now, how does Graziosi approach this idea of defining success in Millionaire Success Habits? I'm curious to see what specific tools or exercises he offers.
I'm right there with you. So let's dive in and see what gems we can unearth. But first, a quick disclaimer.
Yeah.
We're not financial advisors.
Right.
And this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
We're simply exploring ideas here, folks.
Agreed. This is about taking inspiration, learning from others' experiences, and ultimately applying what resonates with you on your own unique journey.
Yes.
No guarantees.
Right.
Just good old-fashioned exploration and critical thinking.
Exactly. And with that said, let's get back to Graziosi. He talks a lot about mindset, right? It's not just about actions, but about cultivating a certain way of thinking.
Absolutely. Mindset is everything. It's the foundation upon which we build our habits, our actions, and ultimately, our outcomes. Graziosi seems to emphasize that wealthy individuals have a particular way of viewing the world, opportunities, and even setbacks.
It's like they have a different set of mental lenses, right?
Right.
They see possibilities where others see limitations. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth.
Exactly. And that's something we can all learn from regardless of our financial goals.
Yeah.
Developing a resilient, growth-oriented mindset is crucial for success in any area of life.
So it's not about wishing for wealth or waiting for a lucky break.
No.
It's about actively cultivating the mindset of someone who creates their own luck.
Right.
Who sees the potential in every situation.
That's a powerful way to put it.
Yeah.
It shifts the focus from external circumstances to internal control. It's about recognizing that we have the power to shape our own reality, even if it's one step at a time.
And speaking of steps, I'm curious, what are some tangible, actionable habits that Graziosi suggests for building this millionaire mindset? Does he delve into specific practices or exercises?
That's what we need to find out. He does mention the importance of surrounding yourself with successful people, almost as if their energy and mindset, it rubs off on you. Have you ever noticed that?
You know, I have. It's like that saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Exactly. Graziosi seems to be a firm believer in the power of our environment and the people we allow into our lives.
Right.
He might even suggest specific strategies for seeking out mentors or building a network of supportive individuals who share your ambition.
That's a great point. He probably also talks about the importance of lifelong learning, right? Successful people are always seeking knowledge and pushing their boundaries.
It's about staying curious, embracing new information, constantly evolving. The world is changing rapidly, and those who are willing to adapt and learn new skills are the ones who thrive.
This reminds me of something I read recently about the 5-hour rule. Apparently, many successful people dedicate at least 1 hour each day to learning something new, whether it's reading, listening to podcasts, or taking online courses.
Right.
It's like investing in their own personal and professional growth.
That's a fantastic example. It highlights that success isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter.
Yeah.
It's about consistently investing in yourself and developing the skills that will allow you to succeed in an ever-changing world.
I wonder if Graziosi mentions this 5-hour rule specifically in his book.
Yeah.
Maybe he has his own version or a specific framework for how to approach this dedicated learning time.
I'm eager to find out. He might even suggest specific resources, books, or mentors that can help people on their journey. It's all about finding what works for you and creating a system that supports your growth.
You know, this is already getting me thinking about my own habits and how I can incorporate some of these millionaire strategies into my own life. I'm feeling inspired.
Me too. It's amazing how even just scratching the surface of these ideas can spark new insights and motivation.
Right.
And that's the beauty of exploring books like Millionaire Success Habits. It's not just about accumulating wealth.
Right.
It's about adopting a way of thinking and approaching life that empowers us to achieve our full potential.
I love that.
Oh.
It's about becoming the best version of ourselves, both personally and professionally. Now, I'm dying to know what other gems Graziosi has tucked away in his book.
Yeah.
Are you ready to dig a little deeper?
Absolutely. Let's explore what other habits he highlights and how they can be applied to our own lives, regardless of our financial goals.
Okay.
Stay tuned, folks. The treasure hunt continues. All right, let's dig deeper into those millionaire success habits. One thing that struck me was Graziosi's emphasis on the power of gratitude. It might sound a bit touchy-feely, but he argues that cultivating a sense of gratitude actually rewires your brain for success.
Wait, really? How does being thankful for what you already have translate into achieving more? It seems a bit counterintuitive.
Right. But think about it. When you're constantly focused on what you lack, it creates this scarcity mindset, you know? You're always chasing, never satisfied. But when you actively practice gratitude, it shifts your perspective. You start noticing the abundance around you, the opportunities, the small wins.
So instead of being driven by lack, you're motivated by appreciation for what you already have, which then propels you forward.
Exactly. And Graziosi suggests making this a daily practice. Start each day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. It could be your morning coffee, a supportive friend, or even the fact that you woke up healthy. Over time, this simple act can have a profound impact on your mindset.
You know, I've actually tried gratitude journaling before, and I have to admit, it does make a difference.
So it sets a positive tone for the whole day.
And that positive energy can be contagious when you approach your work, your relationships, and even challenges with a sense of gratitude. It changes how you perceive and interact with the world.
Okay, I'm sold on the gratitude thing. What other millionaire habits does Graziosi recommend?
He talks a lot about the importance of setting clear, specific goals. And not just vague aspirations, but goals that are measurable, actionable, and tied to a specific time frame.
It's like having a roadmap instead of just wandering aimlessly. Right. But we hear about goal setting all the time. What makes Graziosi's approach different?
He emphasizes the importance of writing down your goals, reviewing them regularly, and breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. It's not just about having a dream.
Uh-huh.
It's about creating a concrete plan to achieve it.
I could see how that would make a big difference.
Right.
It's one thing to say, I want to be successful.
But it's another thing entirely to define what success looks like for you, and then create a step-by-step plan to get there.
Exactly. And this ties back to what we were talking about earlier,
Yes.
with defining success on your own terms.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know what you're aiming for, you can create a personalized roadmap that guides your actions and keeps you motivated.
Okay, so we've got gratitude, clear goal setting.
Yes.
What else is in Graziosi's Millionaire Toolkit?
He talks about the importance of taking action,
Okay.
even imperfect action. It's easy to get caught up in planning and analysis paralysis,
Yeah.
But Graziosi stresses the importance of simply getting started.
It's like that quote, "The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now."
Perfect analogy. It's
Yeah.
about overcoming that fear of failure and
Right.
taking those first steps, even if they're small.
Yeah.
Every action, every mistake is a learning opportunity that moves you closer to your goals.
So it's not about waiting for the perfect moment or having all the answers.
It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or having all the answers.
It's about embracing the messy process of trial and error, learning as you go.
Absolutely. And that ties into another habit he emphasizes: surrounding yourself with the right people. Having a supportive network of mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in you and challenge you to grow is crucial.
It's like having your own personal cheer squad, pushing you forward and offering guidance when you stumble.
Exactly. Graziosi might even suggest specific strategies for building this network, such as attending industry events, joining mastermind groups, or seeking out mentorship opportunities.
This is all starting to paint a picture of a very proactive, intentional approach to success.
Right.
It's not about luck or circumstance, but about creating a system that supports your goals and surrounds you with the right people.
Precisely. It's about taking ownership of your journey and actively cultivating the habits and mindset that will lead you towards your definition of success.
Okay, I'm feeling pumped.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, does Graziosi offer any specific advice for dealing with setbacks or failures? Because let's be real, they're inevitable, right?
He does. He talks about reframing failure as feedback.
Okay.
It's not a sign of defeat, but rather an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve.
I love that. Instead of getting bogged down by negativity, you use those setbacks as stepping stones to get even stronger.
Exactly. He encourages people to analyze their failures, identify what went wrong, and extract valuable lessons that can be applied moving forward.
So it's not about avoiding failure, but about becoming resilient.
Right.
And learning from those inevitable bumps in the road.
Precisely. And this ties back to the importance of mindset. Developing a growth-oriented mindset allows you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up.
Okay, so we've got gratitude, goal setting, action taking, surrounding yourself with the right people, reframing failure as feedback. What other millionaire habits has Graziosi got up his sleeve? I'm hooked.
Well, one that often gets overlooked is the importance of self-care.
Okay.
It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and grind, but Graziosi stresses the importance of prioritizing your physical and mental well-being.
Wait, a millionaire self-help guru is telling people to take breaks? That's not what I expected.
Right. It seems counterintuitive, but he argues that you can't pour from an empty cup.
Okay.
You need to invest in yourself, your health, and your happiness to perform at your best.
So it's not about burning yourself out to achieve success.
No.
It's about finding a sustainable rhythm that allows you to thrive both personally and professionally.
Exactly. He might even suggest specific self-care practices like exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies that bring you joy.
This is making me realize that millionaire habits aren't just about accumulating wealth. They're about creating a fulfilling life on all levels.
Absolutely. And that's what makes exploring these ideas so valuable. It's not just about financial success, but about creating a life of purpose, meaning, and happiness.
I'm loving this deep dive. We've covered so much ground already. Gratitude, goal setting, taking action, building a supportive network, reframing failure, and even prioritizing self-care.
It's a lot,
What else can we unearth from Graziosi's treasure trove of wisdom?
Well, he also talks about the importance of giving back and contributing to something larger than yourself.
Okay.
It's about using your success to make a positive impact on the world.
That's beautiful. It's like the idea that true success isn't just about what you gain, but about what you give back.
Exactly. He might suggest specific strategies for incorporating philanthropy into your life.
Okay.
Whether it's volunteering your time, donating to causes you care about, or using your skills to make a difference in your community.
You know, this is making me rethink my whole definition of success. It's not just about achieving my own goals, but about using those achievements to contribute to something bigger than myself.
And that's the power of exploring these ideas. It's about expanding our perspectives, challenging our assumptions, and ultimately creating a life that aligns with our values and aspirations.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
And I'm feeling incredibly inspired. But before we get too carried away, let's take a step back and consider something important. Context.
Yes, always crucial. We've been dissecting Millionaire Success Habits, but remember, it's just one perspective. It's essential to take these ideas with a grain of salt and apply them thoughtfully to your own unique situation.
Exactly. What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
And the definition of success itself is subjective and constantly evolving.
Precisely. It's about taking what resonates with you, discarding what doesn't, and adapting these principles to your own goals and values.
It's like taking inspiration from a recipe, but then adding your own personal flair and ingredients to create a dish that truly satisfies you.
Brilliant analogy. And that's what makes exploring these ideas so much fun. It's about taking inspiration from others, but ultimately creating your own unique path to success.
I love that. So as we wrap up this deep dive into Millionaire Success Habits, let's remember that it's not about blindly following a formula, but about taking ownership of our journey and creating a life that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations.
And that's a journey we can all embark on, regardless of our background resources or current circumstances. It's about cultivating the habits, mindset, and support systems that will empower us to thrive.
And remember, folks, this is just a taste of what Graziosi offers in his book. If you're intrigued by these ideas and want to explore them further, I highly recommend picking up a copy of Millionaire Success Habits and delving into the details yourself.
It's a worthwhile read for anyone who's looking to level up their life, achieve their goals, and create a legacy of success that extends beyond just financial wealth.
Absolutely. And for more deep dives into fascinating topics and inspiring ideas, make sure to subscribe to Mighty Habits and follow us on social media. We're always here to help you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself.
Until next time, folks, keep striving, keep learning, and keep those mighty habits flowing.
So, you know, as we've been discussing these millionaire success habits, one thing that keeps coming back to me is the idea of intentionality. You know, it's not about luck or circumstance. It's about making conscious choices and taking deliberate actions that align with your goals.
It's like being the architect of your own life, right? You're not just drifting along, you're actively designing and building the future you want.
Exactly. And that takes effort, discipline, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. Graziosi talks about the importance of challenging yourself.
Of constantly pushing your boundaries and seeking new experiences that foster growth.
It's like that saying, if you're not growing, you're dying.
Precisely. And growth can be uncomfortable, even scary at times. But it's through those challenges that we discover our true potential and build resilience.
I wonder if Graziosi offers specific strategies for overcoming fear and embracing those uncomfortable situations. Does he delve into mindset techniques or practical tips for stepping outside of that comfort zone?
I'm sure he does. He might suggest things like visualization, affirmations, or even breaking down daunting tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. It's about shifting your perspective and focusing on the positive outcomes rather than getting bogged down by fear.
That makes sense. It's like training your brain to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your well-being.
Absolutely. And this ties back to the importance of self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and triggers is crucial for navigating those challenging situations. And making choices that align with your values.
You know, this conversation is making me realize that success isn't a linear path. It's more like a winding road with twists, turns, and unexpected detours.
And that's where adaptability comes in. Graziosi stresses the importance of being flexible, of adjusting your approach as needed, and of embracing those unexpected turns as opportunities for learning and growth.
It's like that quote, the only constant is change.
Exactly. And those who can adapt to change, who
Yeah.
can pivot and adjust their sails as the winds shift, are the ones who ultimately succeed.
So it's not about having a rigid plan that you cling to no matter what.
No.
It's about being open to new possibilities, learning from your mistakes, and constantly evolving.
Precisely. And that requires a certain level of humility.
Yeah.
A willingness to admit when you're wrong, and a commitment to lifelong learning.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah.
These millionaire habits aren't just about making money. They're about developing a set of skills and qualities that empower you to navigate life's complexities and achieve success on your own terms.
Absolutely. And that's what makes exploring these ideas so valuable.
Yeah.
It's not about chasing a specific outcome, but about cultivating a way of being in the world that sets you up for success in all areas of your life.
I love that. So as we wrap up this deep dive into millionaire success habits, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
You know, for me, it's the power of intentionality. Success isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create through conscious choices, deliberate actions, and a commitment to continuous growth.
Beautifully said. And I think that's a powerful message for anyone who's striving to achieve their goals and live a more fulfilling life.
Absolutely. And remember, folks, this is just a glimpse into the wealth of knowledge that Dean Graziosi offers in his book. If you're inspired to dig deeper, I highly recommend picking up a copy of Millionaire Success Habits and embarking on your own journey of exploration.
And for more deep dives into fascinating topics, inspiring ideas, and practical tips for cultivating those mighty habits, make sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media. We're here to support you every step of the way.
Until next time, folks, keep striving, keep learning, and keep those mighty habits flowing.